Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Cancer. Now, this is a pick a card, or pick a pile, actually, reading. These messages represent the near future, future events that are coming in for three different groups of you who are watching. Okay, so this is going to happen, these events, for within the next, I'm going to say 7 to 30 days, give or take, on either end. So pile number 1 is represented by this amethyst. Pile number 2 is represented by the citrine. And pile number 3 is represented by selenite. And so you can choose your pile according to which crystal you're drawn to the most, or just a feeling, a position, whatever works for you. Just choose the pile you are drawn to the most. You can take your time to do this, pause the video, and then come back to it, make your choice, and come back and hear the message. For those of you who chose the amethyst, you have the card of knowledge. You have articulation here. I can't see it very good. Articulation. The Lord of Love. Ace of Swords. The Empress. This is these two cards actually are from a very different deck, so they're not like your typical tarot. They are a combination of tarot and oracle, so the messages are very different. And so this actually, which is a 6 of coins, is actually a card of treasure. So put that here. And Samzi is our final oracle card. So let me tell you what all of this means. Give me just one moment. Okay. Knowledge. You're going to be learning something new. You're going to be acquiring new information about a person or a situation. Whatever this information is, it benefits you. It is benefiting you in some way. It is information that you do not currently have that is coming to you. Now, I feel it is having to do with this person. There's somebody that's not telling you something, and maybe every time you ask them, what's wrong? Oh, no, everything's fine, I'm okay. That information that is hidden from you that you do not have currently is what you're about to learn. And you see, it's here. Somebody's keeping their feelings hidden. Both of these cards are saying the same thing. So that's a very strong message when I get, repeating messages. There's going to be communication that is going to clear things up. The communication can be painful. It could be painful for them to speak up about it. Maybe this is why they're keeping it hidden. Or it could be painful to hear, because you see, there's blood here on the ground. So there's pain involved, but for one or the other, but it is news. Whatever the communication is, it helps you in some way. And here we have the Empress and the okay. And with the other cards I'm seeing, listen, the Empress in this deck is speaking to strength, which comes from the heart. Strength for the love of. It's like heart-based words and actions. So somebody is lacking the strength, but will be getting the strength to tell you something. Strength that comes from the heart. And then it's like they could be or have been being defensive with this card of guarding treasure. They could be trying to build up what they're going to tell you. It could be that it's just kind of, it's just going to come out, and just like, because they're trying to think or build up how they're going to say it. You know, it could be some type of confession here, but it's definitely this knowledge will help. Okay, so now we have Samedi. This is a card of perfect acceptance. The girl in the image, she's not distracted by the sharp thorns nor the beauty of the flowers and the pearls of life as they cluster around her. She's tranquil and deeply merged in the essence of oneness and of acceptance. She teaches that when you give up being a perfectionist, then life suddenly is perfect. Consider that your life in this moment is purely a reflection of your consciousness. Everything is exactly the same as it was yesterday, but the attitude has shifted. And this is for better or for worse, because what you resist tends to persist. Now, I mean, I'm saying that this is information that, you know, that you don't have. Maybe this person is you. And maybe once you do speak up, maybe you will learn something new. This can go both ways, you know. What you resist tends to persist. However, with Samedi, there is no better and no worse. Everything is. It is a beautiful place to be. Allow yourself this kindness in this moment and embrace the energy of Samedi. Everything, Spirit says, will find its place around you in the inevitable present moment. Accept everyone and everything and every situation as being exactly as it is meant to be. For those who chose the Citrine, you have the journey. This is clarified with a card of caring. The Grail Knight. Page of Swords. Ten of Coins. This is the card of the Conscience. Accident. And Liberation. For some, you might have to, just going to give you that right off the bat, you may have to be aware of tripping and falling. Be careful. Watch where you're stepping or standing if you're on a ladder. Okay? Now, to the card of the journey. Our journey is in place to learn from. We break patterns of behavior and repeating cycles by seeing the truth of our past actions and understanding that if something didn't work for us on several occasions in our past, well, then maybe we need to take a different path, right, in the future. If we don't learn the lessons our past experiences have offered, we will repeat these experiences again and again until we learn, and in doing so, break the cycle. So when you get this card, you need to be honest with yourself. Be willing to see the truths people often seek to deny. We may not always have a choice in what we experience and when, but we do have a choice in how we respond and react once that moment has passed. Learn from your learn from your past mistakes, but don't allow those lessons to teach you to be more afraid or to be overly cautious or judgmental or cynical. Our truths, the wisdom, knowledge we gain from each experience is not meant to cage us. It is meant to set us free. But yet this person feels caged in their situation. You could be looking at this journey. Where you are, you feel unloved and uncared for with this card. You could be feeling at the mercy of others when you get this card. You do not get the attention you need here. You may feel you need to stay in this environment because of others. Going within with the Grail Knight, seeking your answers, trying to shed light on your situation. Watching from behind the scenes. So you're feeling left out in the cold here. You could be very much in a relationship with, this card reverse is not good, coming with the page, somebody who may be dishonest, who has been dishonest, who tries to control you, who takes away your self-worth, self-esteem by the things they say. The words they say are designed to hurt. Yeah, see, they drive that piece of wood into your wheel, hoping you'll fall. You need to beware of this person. You need to set yourself free. Liberation. So, the card of liberation. Freeing yourself. It is a card of codependency. So you're involved with or are in a toxic relationship, I figure, from what I'm seeing here with this card. It's time to liberate yourself from these people who in the beginning may have been soft and seductive, but now it's like it smothers you. It's like seeing something too late. The girl here, she was once seduced by the swan, but now its deathly gaze signifies all life is gone here in this relationship. Okay, there's no more warmth. We see that on the 10 of coins. And she's trapped in the snake-like coils, crushing her essence. It is time to unwind the tentacles that are wrapped around you, be those of a lover, family members, any people with intimate access to you who can rob you of your essence. Recognize who is lifting you and who is pulling you down. The tentacles could also be that of a job or learning environment. It is time to move on when this card appears. In a situation of codependency, remember, you are holding each other back. So although you may feel that you owe it to another to stay and continue, liberation reminds you that it is not only you who's being held back. It is the other person too. So take action and free yourself and them. For those who chose the Selenite, pile number 3, you have the Crone. You have the Spiteful Troublemaker, a card of Defiance, the Aparelementum, Judgment Reverse. We have the Page of Coins, the Tower, and the Witch. Just give me a moment. Okay. The Crone. This speaks to feminine power, fearlessness, freedom, the shadow self. You need to be aware of your choices. Be unafraid to walk your path alone. Do what is necessary, not what is expected. Her appearance indicates it is time to be fierce and to fight back. She represents freedom of choice and freedom to be. You only have one life to live, so it is important to live it. You do not have to embrace traditions or beliefs that are restrictive, or do as you're told or what is expected of you, or allow others to determine your future or decide whether you have a purpose. Do not allow your age, appearance, gender, or sexuality to become something that others use to define, restrict, or limit you. You are who you choose to be. So there's somebody around you that you may have to stand up to. This spiteful troublemaker here. There is somebody around you whom you may have placed your trust in that you should not have. It comes with a card of defiance. It could be, you could be feeling, you could be feeling that someone has plotted against you. This could be also anger, feelings of resentment that have that are like pent up inside, and it's like it's time now to free yourself from somebody's bad intentions here, because the Aparelementum is here. You need to bring balance back into your life, and you do this by standing in your power, not letting others define you or control you or determine your future or whether or not you have a purpose. You do. You are who you choose to be. Remember that. And you will be, during this time, studying the idea of bringing about a huge life-changing event choosing to be who you desire to be. And you have this very lucky card, the Witch. When this card is drawn, some type of bonus is going to appear in your life, and key events and situations will suddenly turn in your favor. Remember, luck is preparation, meeting, opportunity. Have you taken all available steps and made all authentic efforts to be prepared for that which you seek? This card is asking you. The Witch holds her hands gently over the crescent moon, a very potent symbol of new opportunities and fresh potential. Her cupping fingers allow energy to flow unhindered. The raven sits upon a branch, pausing in its journey from the underworld to consider new adventures. Leaves of gold emerge from branches. They signify comfort and beauty after periods of abstinence or loss. The witch, she now knows herself, and she is not afraid of her potential and opportunities to grow and learn. In the moonlight, she willingly steps to the edge of the cliff and takes that leap, knowing that the natural way of the world will catch her, and she will land exactly where she should. Huge, life-changing event for whomever this is for. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.